Today's video is related to task 3. Task 3 is totally dependent upon sessions concept in PHP. Sessions is nothing but it stores and passes the information from one page to another page till the website, that is till the browser is open. It will remain. After the browser is closed, the information will be automatically deleted. But if you want a particular information to stay for this many days or this much time, you can mention it separately. Otherwise, by default, until the browser remains open, it will be stored. Once the browser is closed, it will be destroyed. How will it store the information? How will the session store the information it is based on the user ID. Once a user goes into that website with one user ID, whatever the user ID format is, it will be stored in the server. Once the browser is closed, the next user comes and another ID will be created. Okay. In this video, we'll just see the BBit is related to how to store, retrieve, and delete session variables. Once we'll go through that basic syntaxes in this. After that, we'll discuss about A and C bits. Now coming to BBit, that is to store, retrieve, and delete session variables. For storing, to start any session, we need to start with $_session. Sorry, session underscore start. For storing, for starting the session underscore start. After PHP program starts, immediately we need to give session underscore start. And for destroying any session, we can use session underscore destroy. Now for storing this session data, if you want to store any data in these sessions, you need to store it with the help of super global variables, that is $_session is the super global variables for setting the sessions. So $_session, whatever the key is there, that key name and its value should be mentioned though. So views is the, here we have taken an example like views is the key and 10 is the value. Okay, now I created another session with name as key and value as Krishna. This, from this part, it is to how to store it. Now I have stored it in the session. I need to retrieve the details. For retrieving the details, directly we can use this super global variable. That is like, if you want to display this views, echo page views equal to, and here comes $_session views. Automatically the value will be displayed. That is page views will equal to 10 will be the output. Okay, similarly name, this is for retrieving the data. Using global variable we can retrieve. Storing is key and value we need to store. Now coming to destroying the session can be done in two ways. Either whole session can be destroyed using session underscore destroy, or else only if you want to delete only one particular session, like I want to delete only views or only name, that also can be used by done by using unset method. Unset method $_session views, whatever you want to delete, that can be taken here, and after that you can check it. I have unset here, that is I'm deleting views here. Okay, here I'm checking first if is set $_session views. I'm actually checking whether this views is there or not, it is set or not. If it is set, then after that I'm using unset. Okay, after that I just want to check whether it is destroyed or not, so I'm using here page views after unset method is session views. I'll check it. Now if you want to we'll just think about the output, what will come here. Okay, I'll just show you the output once. Yeah, when coming here, page views, 1 minute, localhost slash task3 3b.php. See, we have done echo, right? Page views 10, username is Krishna. And if you see here, we got a notice undefined index on line 15. If you come to this line 15 is here. In this line, we are getting error because here we have unsetted the views. So after coming to this line, the server does not know what is this views, what are we trying to echo. See, this views is already deleted, so $_session view is not known to server now. You can see the error, undefined index. Page views after unset method, till here it is displayed, after that we'll get the error. Right, now if you want, you can check it like this. We'll just put it in the comment section, save it, and we'll execute it once again. If you see here, page views after unset method is 10. Okay, in this way we can store, retrieve and delete the session variables. Now coming to another bit, A1, create a login form with username and password. Once login, second form should display name, city, phone number. Okay, once with my user ID and password I have login, in the second page it should ask for name, city and phone number. If the user does not enter the information within specified time limit, it should expire the session. That is, I have given in the program some 10 seconds or 20 seconds. Within that time, if I couldn't enter the these data, it should expire the page. Normally, this sort of thing we will see if we use in some bank related internet websites or any Google Forms. If we take more amount of time, it will be lapsed. Okay, we'll see how we'll do that program. Okay, now coming to that program, as you know, first thing we need to create is login form. For login form, you can take this login password and all. Already you know this, very much familiar with HTML, so you need to take input type box, and action should be for the second page. We need to enter the name, phone number, right? For the second page will be the action, so I took it as 3A2 and this page is 3A1. Now coming to 3A2, first thing is that it should ask here city, name and phone number, right? For the text boxes and all submit buttons, this part you already know. Okay, now coming to session, here we need to start the session, right? Because now I want this page to remain for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, if I submit, it should be expired. So for that purpose, first I am starting the session. After session, here date format, already you know date format, date, month, year, hours, minutes and seconds. So from the current time, this is the current time which I am taking, and from this current time 10 seconds plus 10 seconds, that is if I am doing at 12 o'clock, at 12 o'clock after 10 seconds it should expire. That value I am storing it in $t. Now, as I am not having any database to have username and password, by default I am taking it in the program itself. Once we start database connections, we can use it dynamically. Okay, if dollar underscore request, which is a global variable, name equal to xyz, that is if username and password is equal to xyz, then only it is a correct login and will enter, and it will enter the ECT name and phone number we can enter. If apart from this, if anything is other is taken, it won't execute. Now see here, input type hidden, that is it will be there but it won't be seen on the front end. Here I'm echoing $t. I'm printing $t. $t is the time which it has to be lapsed. This is the second page. Now we have to check whether they have done in 10 seconds or not. For that thing, I am taking action to the third page. In the third page, what we'll do is I'll start the session. I'm requesting time. I'll check the time and $exp. In $exp, I took the current time only. And with the current, if this time is greater, that is it will be, if it is at 12 o'clock 10 seconds will be the time here, and $exp, which is the current time, will be 12 o'clock. That is if $t is less than exp, that is if time is greater, this current time has become greater than this 10 seconds, then automatically page time will be expired. If this does not satisfy if condition, will come to else condition, and here all the whatever type name, city, phone number will be displayed. After that, session will be destroyed, dollar underscore session. Okay,